Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm level 20. I'm dashingly handsome, and so is my character. On that note, having scared everyone off, I left myself at the crafting hall, I believe. Pardon me. We'll cash in some tasks real fast. And my daily present is, not a bad one early on. That's a gold. I will take a gold. I will happily take a gold. I really, really wish these would stop coming up. And for any new players going to get these, they're going to be confused as hell about these things. I'm going to take them, despite the fact that these are two quests I won't be doing for a very long time, if ever. And they'll be clogging up my quest log needlessly.
How can I be of service?
Nobody bought my 40 light furs. I'm crushed. Well, I should say nobody bought them yet, because obviously they're going to. Yes, how about this one?
What
then?
do you need? What
do
can
I
I do
need?
for you?
Oh, you know, just the usual sort of thing. We're going to sell most of these, I think. We'll go ahead and show locked. Wet skins. We have 10. That's fine. We can cash those in. We'll unlock that. Unlock that. I'm going to unlock all of them. I'm going to get my tasks taken care of and then sell all the rest of the task stuff. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I mean, some of it's for the lone lands, but really managing tasks gets to be so tiresome. It's such a clumsy system. You know, let us cash them all in, but only give us a token, a Bree rep token, say. And when we cash that in, we get the XP in the rep. Do I have blackened carp? I don't remember which ones I've got freaking out. This is one of the problems with it. Broken hatchets. Worn sword sheaths. Broken wooden maces? We'll have to make 2 trips then. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Oh, it's a little early again. Is that evening? Maybe if you're on the East Coast, that's an evening.
How
From
can
the
I
West
be of
Coast,
service?
I would say it's actually still late afternoon for me.
Greetings. What do you need?
Also, they should never, ever, ever again have an NPC you need to talk to. They should do what they do later and just have a box below you cash them in. Manage to catch you 15 minutes before you're off to bed. How's it going? It's going pretty well. You know, it is a day. Nothing particularly new, which I suppose is probably good news, you know. And yours? Well, I hope it's going well. Although if you're off to bed, that means it's Sunday evening and tomorrow is Monday and you probably have work or school.
Greetings.
So it's kind of the end of the weekend, and I'm going to stop rubbing it in. That wasn't me. I did not set off the fireworks.
What do you need?
We no longer need to show locked. I want to keep that and sell all of the rest of these things to get them out of my inventory. There we go. Did I not get... I thought Skirmishes opened up, unless I'm completely hallucinating again. I didn't get a quest. A breadcrumb quest for going to the skirmish camp, so I will do that on my own. But I could have sworn it unlocked like the first batch of 4 skirmishes. Besides the car not starting, that's not a great start for your day. I've had that one. Not fun. It was fine. Luckily, you're on vacation, so you can be a piece of trash and play PoE until 2 a.m. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. I've sold a bunch of my scarabs that I wouldn't be using, and I'm as rich as I've ever been in the game. I have 200 plus chaos and a divine just sitting there. So many things I could buy that I just probably won't. I would have to say that the auction house is an enormous fucking success. If I can engage enough to... I should be able to engage enough to do, if nothing else, to do, you know, buy some of the div cards for collections that will give me, say, a 6-link chest that I can then make it work out. So regardless of whether I want to try and interface with another human being or not, my league is largely improved. Skirmish captain. Manage my traits.
What can I do for you?
Okay, but I didn't get the tutorial. I don't think. Wrong button. Right button. Don't mean to flex, but you got a mirror. Oh! Don't mean to flex. You mean to flex. If I'd gotten a mirror, man, I'd fucking have tattooed on my forehead for the stream. I got a mirror of Calandra. Eat it. And you only play SSF. Well, let's see. It's time for one of 2 things then. Getting the best ring you can and mirroring it, or dual wielding a weapon. Or taking it to standard and trying out some build you always wanted to try out but couldn't afford. Guess that's it. Can't you rotate from SSF into Trade League? Am I mistaken? I do not have the quest, but the skirmishes opened up, I thought. Is that not it? No. It's Instance Finder. No, they're there, but I can't do them. Hey, fat buddy. So I don't know what the hell is up with that. They're unlocked, but I can't do them because I haven't gotten the tutorial yet, and the tutorial, I guess, is level 25. So ignore the title of my stream, as it doesn't appear there will be skirms. Could go to Trade League, but you chose the 4th option, Flexing Global 1. That works too. Very nice. Yes, I could go to Trade League, but I'm just going to sit here in SSF, and I've got this, you know, adequate ring, and I'm going to mirror it, and just wait for the outrage to pour in. No! So, I probably won't be doing skirmishes, because I can't imagine I'm going to get 5 levels. I mean, I plan on playing for at least 2, probably 3 hours, and possibly even longer, but that's disappointing. Yeah, nothing new. This erodes my soul. I was planning on that. I was looking forward to it. Fine, we'll do the other one then. The one I have to do anyway for story or quest or something. Woe of the Willow.
In the heart of the
Okay, well, yeah,
forest,
that's, I mean,
a fell The sword calls forth evil spirits from the barrow downs.
Yeah, you made it. You made it
Only
sound
by
like that was a
destroying
bad
the
thing,
sword
that you're a piece
can
of
you
trash.
stop the wood troll's
I
blight
assure
from
you that it's not
spreading
the case.
and end the forest's misery.
I've got a summoning horn. I'm picking it up. Use the summoning horn to call Marigold. Am I supposed to do that now? You know, each of these guys has almost as much life as me. Hey, I thought that guy... Wait, where did he come from? What was that? I guess she can heal because I got suddenly healed up there in the middle of all that. Defeat Gulmuk Damp Mold. He's big. Stop running away! These roots are creeping me out. She said something. No reward tracks except the type of experience granted by this item. I'm assuming the things that I'm beating the living shit out of. Wood Troll Corruptor. Ooh, and a Cursed Fell Spirit. Those don't seem those don't seem friendly. Oh, we've got a Wraith. Lucky me. Nice crit there. The crit was helpful. Gotta say, not a fan of the Wraiths in solo instances. Not even a little. You know? But I want to defeat... I don't want to leave any guys behind me. No trolls left behind. Ooh, there were two. I didn't realize that. And the Fells Spirit. Face punch. Many face punches. A couple of corruptors. Many punches. Anyway. How many should be? Yeah, 52. Okay, I did get the Tattered Shadows for defeating the fugly boy. Hi! I hope I didn't interrupt anything important for you guys. That would be really embarrassing. We've got two corruptors and a vengeful spirit. That's unnecessary in my humble opinion. dead end. I have done this. I remember doing it once before in the past. Just once. That I can remember. Don't remember much about it other than there was a lot of running around because vines were cutting off various ways of going around through it. It does not show up on the map. Excellent. That's even better yet. Oh. Sir, do you mind? I'm just out walking with my friend Marigold Boffin. Yes, I know I'm all tied up. Normally I have to pay extra for that. I'm tied up again. Ulfurich, good evening. And it looks like we found another dead end. Yes, it is. Oh, or do we not? A creeping root. Perhaps we hadn't finished off all of the little roots and bits and pieces. No, I don't think that is crackable, so we missed something back here. That's the way we came in. Was there another way we missed over here somewhere? Maybe. I don't know. Didn't think so. And this is the kind of unfriendly design. Maybe I missed something in the first room I went into. We don't have a map. Of the instanced space. It's not entirely obvious which way we're supposed to go, what we're supposed to do. I complain about this in other games, you know? You're not making this obvious or easy. You know? Am I doing something wrong? Maybe. But I'm never going to find out. They're not going to tell me. Did I miss something in here? I don't think so. She's got nothing for me. I am mousing over the entire freaking area looking to find a cursor change. And this is a textbook. Poor design to my tiny little head. Oh, we've got it over there. Is this where I came in? Don't think so. No. I don't remember there. It's Gulmuk, damp mold.
Pesky vermin.
I'm a pesky vermin.
These woods are ours. You cannot stop the march of Angmar.
Watch me.
Thadur will see it done.
Thadur is Thadork. That thing's got a lot of hit points. It has 32 times my hit points. I hope Marigold is good at healing. She's healing. That was rude, sir. Well.
It's our might.
Okay. Drop kicking me. Just rude. Oh, now he's throwing rocks. Fortunately, she's better at healing than he's doing at damage. Come get some.
It's our might.
Ha ha ha! I think I'm having more fun than he is, because he's about... Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got regeneration, but other than that, I think he's in trouble. We're going to finish him off with a pummel, and down he goes. But Vador promised.
That'll teach him not to underestimate us. We've got further to go before we reach the sword and Old Man Willow.
Skip free, as the deed is opened. I finished off the one for Overhand Smirsh, and that will give me 5 more LotRO points. That's like a nickel. Destroy the sword. Damp Mold's Chest. Solo. Crate of cooking materials and Garadane claws. Destroy the sword. There's a sword. Somewhere. Am I not seeing the sword? Is the Wood Trolls have lost their leader. You should destroy the sword that has been summoned in the spirits. In the heart of the old forest, the fell sword. This is a repeatable quest that I've never completed. Rewards a few marks. Is anyone seeing a sword that I'm not seeing? Woe of the Willow solo. Don't have a sword that I'm aware of. I have a crate of cooking materials. Doubt the sword's in there. I have a couple swords and I've never cooked with them. Suppose I could. I don't see it. What a surprise. It doesn't take that much effort to make these sorts of things explained. Destroy the sword is the third thing on the list of Woe of the Willow. Destroy the sword. Very common. Use the map on the wiki to follow the river to meet up with the second boss. Unbelievable how fucking stupid that is. Doesn't say anything about that. Uh-oh. Double checking here. It implies that you get that way to the Gulmak. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going the right way. Okay, this is the entrance, so theoretically, God damn it. That was Gulmak. Supposedly there's an exit in the room with Gulmak. I couldn't see it. Let's find out. It's just, the thing is that so many games are guilty of exactly the same crap. I'm thinking maybe there's a gap in there. I had no reason to believe there was. Yeah, looks like there is. They have to have gotten feedback from this in whatever, beta there might have been. Looks like there are 4 hotspots I need to hit to unlock the door to Old Man Willow. One of them's over here. You see, I read what it had to say, and I assumed that I had to actually go outside, that I had to exit the instance and do something out in the world, because it didn't actually tell me what the hell was going on. Now, this is the kind of stuff, for instance, that pretty much as people love to shit on WoW, that Blizzard always gets right. Hey, Chuckles. Good evening. Good morning or afternoon. Yeah, I'm going to go with whatever is appropriate for me, I guess. So it's still good late afternoon. Kind of. I am getting some good use out of my stun break, though. But, I mean, that's a plus. Alright, so there's a hot spot here, or in the next room. I think the hot spot is right in here. I hate roots. And I don't mean the clinging roots, although in this case that is, in fact, what I'm referring to. Because I don't have a root cleanse. It doesn't look like there's anything else here. I've never actually had a root canal. Knock on wood. Also, I was told at a very young age that all of my wisdom teeth were growing in perfectly straight and without any issues, so I've never had any wisdom teeth problems either. I would like to thank the God of Teeth for his mercy. I saw what happened to my dad when my dad had root canals. That was not a happy man. All right, I think this has led us back. You see, why we can't have a local map for this, I just really don't know. But we're back to where we were. I'm pretty sure. But maybe not. Maybe not. But they won't even give us a goddamn map to make this, you know, less than excruciating. This is just such bad instance design. It's so actively unfriendly to the player. I will try to have a good rest of the evening, and you have a good rest. You see what I did there? It's like a play on words. Without the play. Barely with the words. And I am rooted once again. Fortunately, I have a mug I can throw every, like, 10 seconds. No, there's no fun will be had in this channel. As long as I'm here, trust me. I will not stand for it. I will not allow it. I am definitely glad that I checked to see if there was something other than what I was thinking for the quest. I don't know if I have hit all of the hot spots necessary to open up the entrance to the last fight. Maybe? Alright, who wants first? I have out-leveled my companion. That's Ding 21. Oh, I'm running up that hill with no problem. That's a musical reference that, like, 2 years ago, basically nobody on the internet would have gotten. Now everyone gets that reference. Thanks to Strange... whatever it is. Not Strange Days. It was really nice to see Kate Bush finally getting her due. Weird that it took a TV show 30 years later. Stranger Things? Stranger something? I think that's it. Stranger Days? Not sure. Must face the target. Okay, I think it's finally it. It's just a big fight. Gotta fight the Willow. There's the sword. It's a bad sword. I can tell because it's all glowy and says Morgul Blade. Morgul Blade is a pretty good indicator.
I don't like the look of that sword one bit. And I don't think we ought to touch it either. But if we strike it with everything we've got, even iron has to break. Let's bring the forest back to normal.
Ooh, yeah, something in there hits hard. It would be nice if you would heal now. Now would be good, lady. You don't seem to be healing. I seem to be dying, though. Where did she go? Oh, she healed. Yeah, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this does not seem fair. Although maybe killing these things is actually damaging the sword. I don't know. I'll know when I next turn around. No, it's not. I assume at some point it will once again summon more bad spirits to fight me. I am not afraid, sword. Do your worst. I take on your challenge to the hilt. You have a pommel, but I have a skill that is called pummel, and my pummel is better than your pommel. Have some more pummeling right on your pommel. Plus, they're back again. The entire stupid crew is back. Never fought a sword before. Well, I guess once in this game, because I do remember finishing this instance in the past. Okay, I have beaten it up to the point where I can't hit it anymore. Oh, it's the dirty hippie again.
Isn't that...
Old Grey Willow Man, mind you your mischief. Go now back to sleep, and don't be awaking. Ha ha! Horn or sword, Tom sees no difference.
Yeah. Completed Woe of the
I
Willow.
learn something new about my friend Tom every day. Well, never mind. It's time we went home and
Never
gave
heard
the
of him
founders
referred to
good
as a
news.
dirty hippie? Oh, yeah. Yes, the instance is done. Come on, man. The dude is all about the herbal and the shrooms. Come on. Seriously. Encounter travel. I did that. Thank you. I need to talk to Hob Hayward. All right, Hob. Wait, what in the bleep? What the hell was that? There, jeez. Unfrickin' real. All right, where is he? Is he in town? No, I don't think so. That's the seat of rot. What the hell? Talk to Hob Hayward. Is he at Anso's camp? Yes, I think he is. They wouldn't want to tell me that he was at Anso's camp. Let alone having the ring for him be at Adso's camp. I don't see one there. This quest is just a clusterfuck. Not to put too fine a point on it, there's a developer who decided to skip out on his job as the village idiot. Oh, we've got a ring at the pony. Well, it's not from Butterbur. So it's either Strider or Gandalf. Oops. We'll check Strider's room first. Nope. Then at the top of the stairs, for some reason I'm getting terrible freaking lag in little indoor spaces like this, which means nothing. I mean, come on. What is up with that? Gandalf has a ring.
Why do you disturb me?
Talk to Master Elrond at the last homely house. Yeah, that's 15 levels over my head. Oh, you cannot be serious. Fuck. This is one of those things where a new player would be completely lost trying to follow the quest lines. Utterly lost. I'm kind of lost. There was a time when I had all 9 classes. That's how many classes we had at the time. At the cap. In Mirkwood. All 9 classes at level 65. Pretty decently kitted out. Not their virtues, but the rest of their stuff was pretty decently kitted out. I've never had good virtues on any character back in the original iterations of the game. Far-ranging stables.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
What do you need?
Alright, he does have Bree. Alright. Alright, talk to Master Elrond. Now, we use the word homie in American English. Not sure if British English homely means ugly, but that's what it means here in the US. I mean, it's not a great looking house, but I wouldn't say it's ugly. Oh, before I forget, another point for the traits. Well, unless they've moved him again. Well, that says Elrond's Hall. Used to be he was on the 2nd floor. Yeah, I don't think he's in there. I think he's always in the library, which is on the 2nd floor. Frankly, it can't be much of a library. You wouldn't put it on the 2nd floor. You have to be really careful in building libraries because if you're not careful, the weight of the books can cause architectural failure. Now, that's the Scholars Guild Hall. That's not... Is he on the 3rd floor? I didn't think so. No, they did move things around on me. All right. No, that's all right, where's Elrond? Is he in the Hall of Fire? They completely redid this. I don't remember. No, Frodo's always been in here. Lindir. Nope. In this particular case, I'm finding this every bit as frustrating as a new player would. Maybe even more, because I know where everything was and isn't any longer. That's the first age vendor in, over there. Hall of Rest. No, he shouldn't be in there. That is a Hall of Nothing at all. Elrond's Library. It is up on the 3rd floor now. Obviously, I've not been in Rivendell a lot over the last N many years. Alright, where's the jerk? Oh my god. Never used to be hard to find him. What the fuck? Seriously? Where is he? You've got to be fucking kidding me. I type where is, the first thing that comes up. LotRO, where is, immediately, Elrond. He's in the lower level of his library. I see a townsperson. I see a townsperson. I see a Tharovor. Good God. If it's the first thing that pops up on LotRO, where is, as a developer, you have fucked up. If a major character like Elrond is the thing that pops up, you are bad at your job.
Dark days are coming. Dark days are coming.
And evidently, they're not just coming once, they're coming twice. And funnily enough, that's exactly what Elrond's wife says about Elrond. That explains the twins and Arwen. Because he came twice. Again, imagine if you're a new player. Your first time in Rivendell and you're entirely fucking lost. Wait, did I miss somebody upstairs again? You would think you'd have to be virile to live that long, but was he just right outside of the freaking thing? Well, there's one of them. It's Eladan. Oh my god. Alright, another solo adventure. At low health, monsters in this mission will attempt to end their own lives to damage and apply a fear effect to those nearby. I have no idea what the fuck this content is. I wonder if Elroy here has found anything by now. Well, we found a bunch of Neekerbreakers, so... And we have found a Wraith. At least now I'm at the point where I can, when I run into a wraith, when one pops up on me, when we start to fight, I can deal with it. A traveler's steel-bound loot box. Oh my goodness, I should buy a key. No. Bug bits, what you gonna do? Are those horses? Well, let's add a few more of these to our count then. These are most likely the horses that were caught at the, ooh, a mature carriage. That were caught at the fords by Gandalf's magic. Oh, I've got cooties. Curse of the Fallen. You guys can be gone now. Rauros. No, that's not Rauros. Jesus Christ, my brain. It's going, guys. All right, where's Elra here? We get to teleport again, and I have to find Elra here. Is he up the hill or down the hill? They start you in the middle of the hill. Is he up or down? I'm going to guess up. I can't see him anywhere. I'm going to go with down then. Since we were looking at the bodies of the horses of the Nazgul, and it appears I was correct on the second guess. Hi guys, I hope everyone's Sunday's going well. I hope you're not existing in too much dread of Monday morning. Bloated maggots, or as Gollum would call them, snackses. Why you kill snackses? Oh, okay, that's the end of the instance. There's Elra here. Fists of Fury. That's the last of them. How has your search fared? I will examine the Black Cloak. Imagine after getting run over by water horses at the fords of Bruinen. And your cloak is found, your clothing is found. Imagine going back to Sauron naked. What happened to you? Okay, well, there was this river. And it turned into horses, and you can just stop right there. Put some clothes on, and then we'll talk. Mission reward. Tokens of further adventure. Why is it still... Okay, there it goes. It was still blinking. That was making me uneasy. There's nothing else that could have been done here. We should continue moving. Okay, and I get teleported. And now I can't even remember the name. Ethad Candleith. Ethad Candleith. Completed the further adventures of Eladan and LotRO here. Deed bestowed. The further adventures of Eladan and LotRO here. Sure. Yes. Sure, why not? We're here. Some monsters in this mission will attempt a crushing attack, wounding and stunning anyone hit. Okay. New quest. Mission, the further adventures of Eladan and LotRO here. Talk to LotRO here. Why would you not start me right next to the guy? Oh. Because they don't appear until you move. Why? I have no idea. I'm certain the eagle noticed our presence and flew here. But I don't see him, do you? Wait, you're asking a dwarf to use his eyes. I thought elves were the ones with sharp eyes. Eladan, we'll take a look around. I shall stay here just in case. Be careful. Do not worry. We'll be back soon. I remember now reading about this content when it was added. It's the first time I've done it. People said it was very unimaginative, and so far I'm going to agree with that description. Wait up, is that a dead Avank? Bone Dome. Take a look at those footprints. Yes, they are three-toed. Obviously, we have a raptor. They continue to the southwest. Whatever killed these bulls was an even match in size for our friend. Holds up a feather that is certainly too large to belong to any normal bird. Seems I wasn't wrong about its location after all. Blah, 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 blah. To the southwest. Large footprints. Presumably we don't have to click on all of them. We can simply follow them. Because we don't need to use our hands when we can use our brains. Oh. Fire whelplings. Welp. Dead whelps. Ah, there we go. There we have a young fire drake. Look, you little shitbags. Ow. Hey. This is a non-smoking flight. Evidently not a non-burning flight, though. How about I eat a little something? I think that seems like an idea. I'm enjoying a meal while LotRO gets his butt singed. Just a little. Around the edges, you know. I was knocked. Stunned briefly. And the Wraith is here. That's not good news for me. Oh, and more spawns. Thank you. If I mention how dumb it is that the Wraith shows up like this. Oh, I'm stunned. I'm dead. I am dead, for sure. Yep. Thanks, SSG. This is what makes a game fun. You incredible morons. I got stunned by the mobs in the mission and had no chance against the Wraith. Who's fighting LotRO here? Not doing much damage to him. And I don't know why. I'm in combat. Why am I in combat? Usually right after a boss fight when you're low on hit points. They do make them spawn. Well, in my experience, most of the time they're spawning when you start a fight. But I can't even do it. And I'm stunned again. Can I eat now? But it thought I was in combat, so I couldn't even eat. I just think they haven't put in much thought into it, frankly. They should not be occurring at all in solo instances. I think that's just incredibly bad design. At level 12, when they first start showing up, I couldn't beat one. And I sure as hell couldn't beat one and 2 goblins at the same time. I just don't think they've thought it out well, but we're talking about SSG, and sadly, they just haven't thought it out well. Seems to be the rule these days. I'm supposed to defeat it? Defeat the drakes. Yeah, I'm supposed to defeat it. All right. Here I go. Stunned again. All right, we took care of the matron. And Elrohir is running off after our next thing that he wants to fight. Well fought. Talk to Gwaihir, the Wind Lord. Technically, his name is Wind Lord. That's exactly what Gwaihir means. My hunter that I created very, very early on in the game is Gwairag, which is Wind Thorn. Greetings, you have my thanks. Listen to the twins' discussion. If even your people haven't seen the riders, then they must have disappeared from the north. They might also be fooling us. I'm not so convinced. Not as convinced. Though, I wonder why the wolves near the Anduin have grown bolder. Thank you, Gwaihir. Your efforts are much appreciated. Why is Gwaihir so much smaller than Landroval? I remember Landroval being way bigger. Not just the server Landroval. I'll also note that you don't get a mouse over icon when you mouse over the mission reward. You have to right click on it without knowing. For instance, if I mouse over him, I get the quote marks because the cursor changes. It doesn't change when you mouse over the reward chest, unlike every other regular chest in the game. Why? Couldn't be bothered, I guess. They're a very small team, I understand. I believe it's 60 people for the Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons Online. And that includes management, that includes administration, AAs, all that. Small teams. So I know they can't do much, but my God, the quality has gone down over the years. Dreadfully. They still do some really good work, but it has gone down. I've entered a part of the world with challenges much higher level than me. You think so? I'm in Echad Eregion, which is a level like 45 zone, and I am, oh look, 21. More worried about the wave spawns being terrible. Well, being a walkover, which they are now. If I'm like fighting a single Neeker Breaker and one spawns, now at level 21 I can take care of him without too much trouble. Did I pick up another trait? I did. I am strong. I am invincible. I am Bone Dome. Tokens of further adventure. Sure. Why not? I have no reason not to complete these. These things are really not very interesting or challenging. Twist. Persistent cold. Some monsters in this mission will apply a persistent cold debuff that can only be removed at bonfires found in the mission. Okay. I have entered a restricted area and will be removed if I do not leave. Is this the right area? I'll follow the twins. I will follow them. Let's go, Elrohir. Eladan. Elro here says ... Evidently, he's changed his name to ... My thoughts keep returning to Mother. Mine too. I miss her. Well, get on a boat and go to the west. Or shut your cake hole. That's Sulla Magnus following. I have a thing I say when people follow. Give me a minute. Once the two blithering brothers pause for a moment. Careful, look up ahead. Ready your weapons. And I'll let them get the initial aggro. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Hi, how you doing? The hi, how you doing is a little more impromptu and heartfelt. The rest of it is a spiel I have, so that one's well practiced. Stop throwing things while we're fist fighting. Hope your Saturday evenings, Sunday evening's going well, or possibly Monday morning. This whole time zone thing, man, it's messing with my melon. Well, you know, it does kind of help having a couple of Elrond's offspring on your side. Of course, they didn't bring along their sister because they know that elf females just have a yen for us dwarves. I mean, the Hobbit movie had it, so it must be true, right? No? Blasphemy. That is a mysterious figure that looks like a wraith. Could it be a wing waif? I guess we have to. Elro here! Follow Eladan. I didn't notice he must have run off. You just can't trust those impetuous elves. It's just a miracle they managed to reach several millennia old, you know? We can only hope he continued up the pass, and that someone has conveniently left very large barbecues out for us to keep warm. Who brought the ribs? Come on, man. I got the awful store-bought potato salad. Who got the ribs? Oh, I fell on my keys. It's a frost grim. Well, let's see how it likes. An ale keg in the head. Isn't it uncomfortable for you being this close to the hot fire? I ask because I care. I'm not sure what it was or who. It looked like a wraith. And since we've been on the trail of the wraiths, I don't know. Might be a wraith. so cold. There's the mysterious figure again. It totally looks like a wraith. But it could be Gandalf. I mean, he likes to pretend to be mysterious and everything. It's one of his bits. Did you see that? Orcs haven't attacked us yet. This can't be their doing. Can it? No, we've been playing hide the fist with Yeti and an occasional Grim and maybe a cat. But what would be the purpose of all this trickery? Evidently, this qualifies as content. No, I mean, I had heard about this content when it came out and saw some things saying it was really minimal, and I'm going to have to agree with that. Snow Beast Corpse, and that definitely looks like a snow wraith. We haven't seen snow wraiths before that I'm aware of. I am examining the corpse. The body is still warm to the touch. Are they not very good snow beasts, that their body temperatures are warm? Oh, I have to examine the blood separately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, strawberry. Definitely strawberry. No telling whose blood. Really? I'm pretty sure I could tell elf blood from snow beast blood. I've eaten so many of both. No, that can't be Elrohir's blood. I don't believe it. They must be close. Let's hurry. Well, I'm following you. You're the elf in charge. I'm just the dwarf. A fanged stalker. Eat mug! Sadly, for those of you who've come to see skirmish gameplay, the skirmishes are unlocked and now appear in my instances, but I can't start them because they unlock them, but you can't actually do them until you get a tutorial, which I believe occurs at level 25, if memory serves. I was surprised when they showed up as unlocked at 20. When you can't do them. Fists. Fists. Oh. Come on, Eladon. Come on. To go home without Elrohir, yeah, I would simply keep heading west, get to the boats, and just ride. Sure, your mom wouldn't be. Oh wait, yeah, he'd have to. He has. If he loses his brother, he either has to go back to Elrond and try to explain, or head to the west and try to explain to his mom. Who are you? Why have you been following us? It is definitely a wraith-like figure that is walking away, but I'm thinking it's probably actually Gandalf, for realsies. Well, there's Elrohir. So, Elladan doesn't have to go home and decide if he wants to talk to Mom or Dad first. Are you alright? What happened? I'm fine, just tired. I couldn't find that cloaked figure after all. I'm sorry. In my haste, I didn't realize I was alone until it was too late. What matters is that you're okay. Okay? Are elves going to use a word like okay? Why are they using colloquial English? What matters is that you're fine, you're healthy, you're okay. We travel again. We're in Lothlorien now. Wait, what was that? We're back in Arid Lewin now. What? What? What the fuck is going on with this quest flow? I am agog and aghast. It's the worst fucking quest flow. Not only that I've ever seen in this game, it's some of the worst quest flow I've ever seen in any game. Wow. Wow is an exclamation of surprise, not wow the game.
Greetings.
Sure. All right, back to Westbury, I suppose. I am agog, aghast, and astonished at how terrible the quest flow is.
What do you need?
Southbury. Talk to LotRO here. To the Dimnall Dale. Not there. I can't remember anymore if Dimnall Dale's on the west side or east side. It must be on the east side. Oh, that's a Gladden Fields. Yeah, it is on the east side. I don't know if I can get there. I am of the opinion that these quests
What
should
can I
have
do
been
for
given
you?
to me much, much later. They should not be given at the level they were. And suddenly, I'm riding an elk.
Megovanen.
I will take swift travel to the last homely house for 20 silver. I mean, I knew it was bad when they gave us some of the dwarf quests. They open them up to you. And I assume they must be scaling missions, because they open them up to you when the dwarf quests that are appropriate story-wise are like 120, level 120 or more. And they keep, every day you get them, and they give you 5 minutes to accept, and if you don't accept them and have them stay in your quest log forever, they keep showing up every single time you log in. A mechanic I loathe beyond all fucking rational hatred. Further adventures. Complete the mission and further adventures of Bilbo Baggins. Perhaps another time. I'm still trying to work on the further adventures of this bullshit. I was supposed to talk to Elrond here. Didn't I have one for freaking Elrond as well? Another one? No, I have the ones to talk to the two Yetzes here. The quest flow is miserable. It's fucking awful. It's embarrassing. Didn't used to be this bad. It's always been kind of bad because you had the epic books weaving through the storyline.
What can I do for you?
And it would be really easy to get out of sync. Legolas. He's at the guest house. Evidently, they don't much care for guests in Rivendell because the guest house is about as far away as you can possibly be in the valley. So I was briefly in the Dimral Dale. Well, and I just fell through the goddamn bridge. Yeah, I wasn't just me. The next guy fell through the bridge too. So, the quest flow is not a server problem, but some of the other stuff I think is. So the 64-bit server architecture upgrade is not a complete success. But the quest stuff, some of which is coming in the last few years, I don't know, maybe 3 years. These little adventures. They changed that icon. They added a little arrow to the return to icons.
How can I be of service?
Talk to Legolas. Hi, Legolas. How you doing? Hi, Boromir.
Greetings.
How you doing? Complete a bunch more scaling instances. How about no fucking thank you? How about they're terrible and the team that made them should be embarrassed? If you're in the software industry anywhere, you've probably heard the phrase minimum viable product. Basically, when you're designing something new, a game, a program, a piece of hardware, you come up with a description for the minimum viable product. What is the least we can possibly do to have a product that we could release as a completed product, not as a beta, not as a early access, the minimum viable actual product that we could theoretically sell. And this newer content, that's exactly what it feels like. I can't talk to Elra here because he's in a part of the world that I can't reach without dying. I can't talk to Hob Hayward yet because I don't think he's where he was when I got the quest, but we'll find out. I hope. I don't want to talk to Tom Bombadil because he's a dirty hippie. Did I say that out loud?
Service?
Also, he's in the middle. I have to either ride through the labyrinth that is the old forest, which even with the map that we now have is still a labyrinth, or I have to ride through the Barrow Downs, which I never got any quests for, which I can't explain. North Bree, please.
What do you need?
Sorry, West Bree. I would call that North Bree, but I guess there is a gate that's further to the north, so West Bree. Sure. Pardon me. And Adsos.
What can I do for you?
Well, thank goodness, though, I've got Traveler's steel-bound lockboxes. All I have to do is buy keys to open the... Oh, wait. I'd rather not. $38 piles of glistening filth, though. 50 blackened skins. You'll probably note that it's hitching. That ain't client side, because that never happens on the production servers. Lag happens all the time on the production servers, but not like that. Not that kind of lag. Right, there's Roger Hawking. That's who I was thinking Hob Hayward was. So evidently Hob Hayward is in fact the guy who is deep in the old forest. No, he's not. He is actually... Make sure I don't have any quests here. He is actually...
What can I do for you?
He guards the Buckland Gate. I missed it. All right, that one's on me. I take full blame for that one. The rest of the complaints are valid. Especially about Tom Bombadil being a dirty hippie. Just saying. And I actually remember the hippies. The originals. There were two big centers for hippies. One was the Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco, which was the largest. And the other was in Berkeley, across the bay. And as a kid, my doctor was in Berkeley. So, like any other kid, frequently sick. Trips to the doctor, trips to Berkeley. Later on, still during the hippie era, but later on, the game store and the comic book store were 2 doors apart on Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley. The original was Gambit Games and Comics and Comics at Berkeley. A few years later, another game store opened, Games of Berkeley, and I ended up working there. That'll come as a shock to you, I'm sure. This guy worked in a game store? That doesn't seem likely. A couple of different hitches at Games of Berkeley. Hi, Hob. Here's your information. The Seed of Rod.
Is there something I can
I got the
do for you?
Morgul Blade Trophy. I get a whole bunch of virtue experience. I have very little experience in virtues. What are they like? And I'm a keeper of the trees. Not really. Title awarded. Keeper of the Trees. It's got another
Might
quest.
I speak with you a moment?
No, I don't want that one, thank you. No, you may not speak to me. Sir, good day. Let's see. Guess we'll mount up if I want to ever make progress on book 1, which I don't really want to, frankly. Riding back and forth is killing my viewing numbers. That has nothing to do, I'm sure, with the old man's sour attitude. No, no, no. It's the riding back and forth. It must be the viewers who are wrong. You see, Tom, at some point it requires you to go into the Great Barrow. And you've got to track down the Lady of the Crabine. And I just am not feeling it. Boars in North Breefield, we can remove that. The road to the Lonely Mountain. Complete Horbar's Pass, Horbar's Peak scaling instance, and the Great Goblin scaling instance. Those instances so far have been absolutely dreadfully sparse. Here's 4 mobs. Here's 4 more mobs. Here's 4 more mobs. We spent 20 minutes putting together some quest dialogue, and here's 4 more mobs. 4 more mobs. Boss. More quest dialogue. Thank you for coming. Do those show up as instances in the instance finder? No. Thadur. That's the Great Barrow. The Maze. Don't know. Woe the Willow we have defeated. You should gather your allies. So those are, what, fellowships? They don't say fellowship or group quest. The care that used to be taken with the game, it seems no longer really is. I know they're doing their best. I absolutely believe that they are. They're just undermanned. Sadly, they're under a completely dysfunctional company above them. Daybreak Games, which is universally referred to as They Break Games. Neither of the two companies will actually answer any questions about what their corporate relationship is, even though everyone knows, whoop, somebody summoned a wraith, even though everyone knows that they're now owned by... Did I miss it? No. Barrow Wraiths. There it is. Or Barrow. Barrowlands. I'm going to at least talk to the dirty hippie. The Barrow Downs. At no point, it does surprise me that I never got a quest to take me in here. And all I'm doing here is, this is the fastest way to get to Tom. But I never got any quests for the Barrowlands. And like, the mobs in here are all light and dark blue, so I don't know what the deal is. Once again, it's the quest flow is tragically disjointed. You can see there's a lot of quests over here, but they're breadcrumb quests to bring you in here. And I was never offered them or given them. Now, there's more than enough quests to level stuff up that you don't need them. But in the past, you always got the quests. You might choose not to do them. Here's the hippie's house. Look, just a tater laying on the ground. No attention to detail. The dude's always baked. Tell me he's not baked. I mean... Hoy now, hey now, what's all this fussin'? We've not had so many guests since our wedding. There is time, though, for bird watching, but perhaps first a song or two, me hearty. Are you a fucking pirate now? Let your heart fly free and put aside your worries. You are at the house of Tom Bombadil.
Hey, come, Derry Dole, can you hear me singing?
Collect large lilies. All right, we'll collect some lilies. For the hippie's girlfriend. Well, memory serves, they're in here. Old Man Willow. I'm going to go out on a limb and say his bark is worse than his bite. I know. I shouldn't tell such bad jokes, but I would like to have a little psychological help for it, but I don't know what the root of my problem is. Probably goes back to the family tree somewhere. Yeah, maybe those jokes didn't bear fruit. Hi, Tom. Here's 4 lilies.
Tom Bomb, Jolly Tom, Tom Bombadillo. Ring a dong, hop along, follow the willow.
Yeah. It's okay, Tom. Perhaps another time. I will accept. And that's enough of that for now, I think. That's about all the Tom I can handle at one time. Tom Bombadillo. I'll return to the Prancing Pony, and from there I'm going to head out to the Lone Lands, where at least I know what the quest flow used to be. It's always been maybe my favorite zone in the game. At least until Minas Tirith came into the game. Minas Tirith is a fucking masterpiece. It's an incredible, astonishing piece of game architecture. Seldom will I say that any part of a game is an absolute success, but it is. People talk about games and about cities and other games. Guys, Divinity's Reach, when I first saw it, I thought it was pretty great. That's Guild Wars 2. Ironforge, spent a lot of time in Ironforge. Liked it. Limsa Laminsa, you must be joking. The winner in that contest, hands down, Minas Tirith. There are also quests on the east side of Bree. I don't know if... I mean, I know you can always go over there and talk to the NPCs, but no breadcrumb quests. Throws me a little. They used to get breadcrumb quests in town. maybe they removed them because there are so many low-level quests that it's easy for you to level and they don't want to overload people. I don't know. Ah, there's Deadpool. Not sure that he's in the right movie. See, I don't get this hitching on the regular client. Or I should say on the regular server. This is the regular client. Or at least I never noticed it. I mean, when I get lag on the regular client, which I've only had pop up here once the same way, where it's basically the client freezes, the chat server continues to function, but the client is completely desynced and it takes it a couple minutes for it to time out. I've only had that happen once, but it has happened. Played some today and got no hitching, but the performance seems lower, but playing under Proton on Linux. Yeah, that could be it, but I mean, I don't get hitching on when I'm playing on the regular servers. At least not as done to nothing like this degree. I mean, I don't have a bleeding edge computer, but you know, it's got a 3070 in it, and the CPU was, you know, not absolute top of the line when I got it, but 3070s were new and, you know, relatively inexpensive for the newest line. So what's that, 4 years? Yeah, the hitching is very pronounced. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. And I don't get hitching like this when I'm playing on my regular accounts, on the regular servers. So I don't know. Yesterday or the day before, I saw something that was clearly server-based because you were getting other characters lagging. It wasn't so much the characters, but the characters' pets lagging and then suddenly catching up. Sliding along the ground to catch up. And that's classic server-side performance issues. Well, we've got another Wraith around somewhere. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, and they're fighting him over there. I don't know if I can get in time to get a whack. Maybe. Nope. That person leveled. I always like to give him a salute when someone levels. It's just my way. I'll go ahead and set the milestone here. Grab the stable point before I forget.
How can I be of service?
You can shut your cake hole. I already turned in all of my tasks for the day. Didn't I? Pretty sure I did. It's Breland. Those were Lone Lands. Blackened Skins. Who do I have to talk to for this? Deliver to Dower Lily. After Forsaken Inn. Well, that's the constable.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Can accept that quest from him. I'm going to make another joke that I have made previously. That is a follow. Jacobe 98, I think, is the best I can do with the name. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You are most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Definitely appreciated. Here comes the joke. A one-handed weaponsmith. He must have someone else hold it for him while he hits the hammer. Okay, that's the joke. I hope you appreciated it. Don't think you did, but I mean, I wouldn't.
Woe to me.
Right, I cannot finish this because I had, already done the 5. Shouldn't let you take them if you've already done 5.
What can I do for you?
A Brightwood waistcoat. I'll finish.
Would you do something for me?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm easy but not cheap. Anlaff?
I'm sure it will do no
Talk to
good,
Anlaff
but
about
may
the
I
free
speak with
ale.
you?
Well, I'm obviously interested in a free ale. I mean, I'm a freaking dwarf.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
My last name is Alebane, so of course I'm interested in a free ale. Let's not be ridiculous. Yeah, that's group content. I am large and in charge, but I am not a group. There's the other person I need to talk to for turning in a quest. Destination
Hello there.
Lone Lands. Some come to these lands because they are shunned, others simply to pass through. Some folk like me are here at the behest of others with nothing more than profit on the mind. Which ilk are you? I'm of the ale ilk.
Can I speak with you a moment?
You just did.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but
No, you're not. You've got
Will
4
you
quests
help
for me.
me?
You're not
I'm sorry to trouble you,
sorry
but
to trouble me at all.
will you
Don't
help me?
lie. You
I
great big
don't
fibber.
know if you can help me. I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Remove. Remove.
I'm sure it will do no good, but
Lots and
may I
lots of
speak with you?
quests
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you
at the
help
Forsaken
me?
Inn.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but
Also-
will you help me?
I'm going to say the Yelp for this place is not going to be great, you know? If it rains, oh, that's just not going to be good.
How may I help you?
Let's see. Those can be turned in later. Those can be. I want to keep the Morgul Blade trophy because, of course, I do. You know the Gardine Clods? Minimum level 40? I don't think I'm getting to 40 on this character. Certainly not anytime in the foreseeable future. Glistening Essence. I'm going to pass. Bulbous goos. We're not talking regular goo here. This is some bulbous ass goo. Sorry. Piles of glistening filth. Okay, all kinds of white. Alright, let's check with... There's a questy dude over here. Questy dude is a technical term you may not be familiar with. Sometimes referred to as a questy fella. Bartentine.
Will you help me?
That's a crafting quest. Alright, there's the missing cart. Find the driver of the missing cart. Anyone care to guess the condition on the driver of the missing cart? Over there. I think he's just resting up against that tree. No, he's been killed by goblins. So, yeah. I guess you could say he's resting up against the tree. That's not inaccurate. He's resting in peace. Okay, we're going to do some hunting and stuff. See, now that's a level 11 one and isn't good for our quest, even though it's a wild boar. But no, we need the special ones that are just a little bit off to the side. Oh, and gobbies. And gobbies. Hello. New Deed Goblin Slayer. Well, I have slain a few goblins in my time. Why, that is 11 levels higher. Come get some. Bacon's back on the menu, boys. Glad I opened that up. Find and return the pendant to its owner. It's another White Hand Guard. Pardon me, do you know who belongs to this pendant? Pardon me, sir. Yeah, I've got a pendant here. Do you have any idea who that might belong to? He didn't know either. I say pummel is one of the most fun skills in the game. It's just fun. Pummeling. Looking for gobbies. Gobbies? I need gobs of gobbies. Wraith. I realized he had spawned. It took a sec to register that I'd seen the little screen flare that comes along with one of the Wraith spawns. You'll note, he got me about 80% dead. So, my hit points are still for crap. But I can at least out-damage them now. I'm still only getting 2 tattered shadows, even though I'm level 21. I don't know at what level those increase. That's Vit. I need a regen food, thank you. I am playing the Brawler. Think Fists of Fury. I will demonstrate by hitting the pummel button. That's the pummel button. If for no other reason, that makes it worthwhile playing this class. The only weapons we use are these sort of fighting gauntlets. Because frankly, what kind of candy ass needs anything other than a pair of good gauntlets to beat a wraith to death? Or harvest some ribs. Maybe have a barbecue later. I haven't played the game in years. They've added a few classes. The last one was added with the Angmar expansion. That was the Mariner class. Originally, in testing, it was called the Corsair class. I guess they didn't want us to even have the possibility of playing what might be considered at one time having been a bad guy. So we're a Mariner class, which is, you know, sure, Mariners. No shortage of those in Gondor. Dol Amroth. That's all the guards. Look at all these wonderful loots I'm getting. Yeah, they're up to level 150 now, so I don't know what level you played at last. But we're into the post-Sauron era in the game. Mordor fell like at level 100 or 105, and the rest of it's been stuff going on after. That's another level for me, level 22. Oi. I think he said oi. Alright, I pegged him with an ale mug. Don't need any more guards. I need more of the spear dudes. A wolf! I needed 6 wolf tails. I now need 5. The last expansion, as I mentioned, which quest is that? Oh, that's all of them. Was Angmar. Corsairs of Angmar. The next one was announced last week, I think. And that will be Legacy of Morgoth, which for a reason I cannot even imagine is what they're calling the expansion to Harad, the far southlands. You know, if it was Legacy of Sauron, I could understand better than Legacy of Morgoth. I just don't understand that at all. Other than it seems like they said to themselves, hey guys, I know, let's have an expansion that's named after Morgoth. Oh, okay. Okay, good. I mean, literally, as far as I know, there should be no Legacy of Morgoth in Harad. I mean, Morgoth was in the far north of a part of the world that no longer exists. So his legacy in the south of the world that does exist, I'm confused. This is not, I repeat, not surprising that I would be confused. Many things confuse me. I think I need one more. Will you be my last? He didn't drop something. Or maybe it wasn't 19 out of 20. It was 19 out of 50? I'm not sure. Down there. That's over there. Noble deeds. Which one's noble deeds? I need wolf tails and orc shields. Well, I haven't gotten really to the orc areas. How about that one? Fluffing the pillows. I'm not a fluffer, okay? By hook or by crook. Boar bones and boar feet. You would think if I need 8 of each, 4 boars would be enough, but apparently not. I am most assuredly not a fluffer, okay? I want to make that clear to everyone. Yeah, okay, I have to defeat 60 goblins in the Lowlands. Don't need to track that. I'll be making that one pretty easily, I would expect. Let's go back in here, cash in a couple of quests. Get them out the way. We'll talk to Gundrick in a second, but first of all, we'll give Anlaf the bad news. Yeah, your friend with the cart.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Oh, your misery. What about the dead guy's misery? I mean, granted, he doesn't have any more, but he did. Why is that? Mr. Muntz, pardon me, sir? Believe you wanted goblin scabbards?
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Oh, I would be happy to leave you to your goddamn misery, you whining. Never mind. That's a repeatable. Not an interesting one, but a repeatable. And I think she's still just got, the only thing she's got is for the tasks, right? No.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
I didn't accept her earlier quests. I just killed a bunch of those jerks.
I don't know if you can help me. Might I take a moment of your time?
Yeah, I think you already did. I'm not sure if the game wouldn't be better with all of those repeatables being repeatable daily instead of repeatable infinite numbers of times. Let's poke around down here. These mobs should be a little tougher for me. Also, a bunch of blueberries. Blueberries. There's Livia. Yeah, I don't know her. It's just the character name. More blueberries. And green onion. That's a combo? Leofuena. Hi, Leofuena. She just vanished. Minas Eriol. Another player. Trade bundles. Other players have been running around here killing all of the gobbies. I believe it's goblins, not orcs here. No, orcs. Or possibly gobbies. Gobby. Well, this one's a gobby for sure. Goblin tabards. Actually, he sounded like he was crying. Did my fists make the little goblin cry? crybaby. Come on, squeeze out another tear or two. Whining crybaby. Alright, we've got a goblin thrasher. I want to make sure. The white hand lobbers, you want to hit them with a ranged attack, even a small one. Because they'll drop their bomb at their feet instead of throwing it at you. So if I fire this at him... Glark! He says Glark. I didn't realize that was another one of them. Or I would have thrown another ale mug at him. I'm going to have to set myself on fire to get out of here. I'll give it to the goblins. They make a pretty good fire. Come on. Now I'm at the point where if I... There we go. I was going to step... And it set me on fire even though the fire was out. Goblins make good fires, I guess. Is the lesson here. That's a thrasher. The only real danger is if you get a couple of the guys with the explodey barrels, because those things hit pretty hard. Not all the goblin tabards I needed. Need a couple more trade bundles. So I don't need a bundle more bundles, but a couple more. Somebody has spawned a wraith. And it's Terran down there. They're level 24. As is their wraith. I'm gonna help if I can. Yeah, they got them pretty down pretty far too, better than half dead. So I think they probably would have been fine. But I don't imagine they didn't appreciate the little bit of assistance. That's bundles. Let's see. The tabards. Memory serves, the pendant owner is all the way out. Wow, they redid the map in Oscar Ruth. But again, it's been a while since I've done the quest, so I do not know for sure. Certainly the number of players in the zones in the new server has been reassuringly high. Imagine that's especially true in the EU. I imagine the players are very happy in the EU to have a server with a 30 millisecond ping instead of a 250. Stupid piggy. Didn't drop me any piggy bits. I need more piggy bits. I need leg bones and boar feet. I've never actually had trotters. Pickled pig's feet. I've seen them. They always looked horrifying. And I'm a pork lover. White hand guard. Yeah. I know. I'm looking for pigs. In all the wrong places. Oh, there's one. Hi. I'm just doing some amateur tenderizing. That's all. These give out the feathers. I had a quest for feathers as well. Kraban Slayer. Singular Kraban. Plural Krabine. And the answer to that question was no. They do not count for fugitive scouts. What kind of fugitives are they? Humans? Are they like bandits? Ruffians. Well, I have no love for ruffians. If they're out here, getting along with the orcs and goblins and stuff, they're no friends of mine. I took care of those banditos. Oh, there's a wolf around somewhere. There was a wolf around somewhere. Wolf teeth. 2. Wolf hides. You know, the wolf hides makes sense that killing 2 of them would get you 2, but killing wolf teeth, killing 2 of them, or even 1 of them, and only getting 2 teeth makes no sense. I mean, it's just not scientific. We need 1 more delicious boar. Sadly, orcs are not, generally speaking, delicious. Is that both of the things I needed? Indeed it was. And I just ride straight in. Oh, wait. Apparently I got off my horse. Hello, Gaderick.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
What a whiny baby. Can't you leave me to my misery? No. Pay up, loser. Heavy armor. Better than what I've got. Medium armor helm. Nah, we'll go with the shoulders. I have new shoulder pads. Here you can see what a fetching fellow I am. Greens and browns, they bring out the natural blue of my eyes.
It's a sorry day.
It's a sorry day. Looking forward to my WoW streams? Well, they're going to be delayed. I mean, the expansion is coming. But it's 2 days after the Guild Wars 2 expansion. And that's the one I'm really looking for. So I won't be engaging with War Within for weeks after it's already started. That thing's terrible. 253, 283. Take the one that's worth more. But thank you for looking forward to it. It will be a while, but I will get there. Okay, is the only thing he's got left more of the... Yeah, bounties. All right, well, we had a bounty to turn in with Leva. Goblin Tabard.
Woe to me.
Woe to me. God, everyone in the Forsaken Inn is just a whiner.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Oh, that's tasks. Right. And he, I think, the only thing he's got is Goblin Exiles.
I'm sure it will do no good.
Beat goblins in the
speak
Lone
with
Land.
you?
I've already beaten like 40 of them. Can't I get credit for those? Alright, let me browse your shop.
Would you need something today?
I need to sell some stuff. Leather gloves of fleetness. Those are better than what I've got. I will hold on to those until I can use them. Gadderik's blade. I can't use blades because blades are for candy asses. I have fists. Be there and enjoy LotRO and Guild Wars in between. Thank you. That's very kind. At low levels, the Brawler was dead meat. When they first pop up at level 12, especially if they pop up in a solo instance, I didn't have the DPS to deal with them. At about 16, they certainly weren't killing me anymore at level 16, but they could have if I'd been a little bit less lucky, I think. Since then, it's been good, except in one instance where I was fighting 2 elite mobs and was stunned, and the Wraith then just danced on my face. If you're interested in playing on Angmar or Mordor, either play in a group, play with a healer, a healing class, a class that can heal, I should say, a pet class, or a ranged class that can kite. If you want to make sure, you get to level 20, say for the Undying title. I imagine on Thursday when it started, I imagine a lot of people, like me, were surprised when they lost the Undying title. Didn't bother me much, but I imagine some people were real upset. I did see one guy posting on Reddit that it took him... No, he was in chat, in World Chat, saying that this was his 3rd character. It took him 3 characters to reach level 20 deathless. So, in short, fragile would be the word I would use to describe how he's been. You know, not like a sure thing dead meat if you play carefully and stuff, but if one of the Wraiths pops up at the wrong time in a solo instance, you will die. My only complaint about it is that I don't think they should be in the solo instances. In the open world, most of the time, you can try and run. If they catch you at a bad time, you might get unlucky still and die.
Did you need something?
But it's, you know, it's an in-game open world function, and if you're smart and a little bit of lucky, you can definitely get through it. If you get unlucky, especially in the solo instances, it can kill you. I can't click on this wall and get through. Maybe I should try the door. Yeah, I'll try the door. Yeah, I can definitely see better. I was supposed to also do something for Kandak. What was it? Is that one of the Breland quests? No. It wasn't crafting. That's the Lone Lands quest. Those missions, the mission system is just dreadful. It's so bad. Alright, where was the freaking quest for Candaith? Alright, I'm going to start canceling now before I run out of space. Hold on to that one for a bit. Crafting, keep those. Keep that. Lone Lands. Yes. I have to collect pottery shards. Where was the one for Candaith? Not in the missions. God, the missions is just terrible. Okay, it's got to be in the Lone Lands then. Candaith, not Kandak. Where was the Candaith one? What? Help? I return? No, 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 no. I don't know what happened to that quest. It vanished. Or I've been hallucinating the whole time and there never was such a quest. Lens, have you been hallucinating? No, I've not been hallucinating. Whose voice is that? It's nobody's, Lens. Are you going crackers? Too late. Defeat goblins in the Lone Lands. Oh, I keep getting confused with that. How about we move that over there? So, no, that's not going to help. Let's move it down here. I keep getting confused. I know, what a shock. I keep seeing that icon. I'm wondering what that... He stunned me! But I'm back. I'm fine. I'll walk it off. He won't. Sounds like he's having fun. That's nice for him. Orc Slayer, deed bestowed. I got the Kraban Slayer earlier. Now I got Orc Slayer opened up. You know, when you want to upgrade your game, when killing goblins isn't sufficient, you know, and you think to yourself, I can do better. I can be better than that. I can be all that I can be. I can be an orc murderer, too. Murder's a harsh term. Accurate, but harsh. More players. That's a minstrel. Playing music so badly It actually hurts the bad guys. I don't think I have a quest yet for the White Hand Messenger. In fact, I know it. But I'm going to kill him anyway. General principles. I got an orc shield. And I've got a wraith. Right in the middle of a fight, of course. He's not taking as much damage as I wish that he was. Somebody threw me a heal. Thank you. This thing is way tougher than I was expecting. Suddenly, they got jacked up in difficulty. Holy crap. Yeah, that gave 6 tattered shadows, so apparently it's level 21 or 22 is where they jacked up the difficulty again, and they jacked it way up. That thing is gonna kill me for sure. Slam dunk, it was gonna kill me. Good morning. It almost wasn't, though. So I was wondering when they would jack up the difficulty. And now I know. At 21 or 22 it happened. It wasn't happening at... the messenger again. Wasn't happening at 20. But it definitely is happening now. So I expect I'll be dying again because I do not lack... Because I do not have. As I mentioned earlier... if you're looking for advice, play a class that has healing, or that can kite, or has a pet, or all three would be ideal.
What do you need?
Collect Kraban eyes. That's gross, can't I?
Greetings.
White Hand orcs. What travel does?
What do you need?
Estelden. Huh, I can get a trip to Estelden? I'm going to take that... Oh. Travel for free. Is not available. Mithril coins are, I believe, server bound. New server, I don't have any mithril coins. This UI is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. It is such a terrible, terrible user interface. It boggles my mind. It's a user interface where the guy who designed it was given a dare. Make the worst fucking game UI you've ever seen. Store UI. So many windows. Each have their own scroll bar. Yeah, the UI was reworked to be like this. I should be clear, you're right. I'm going to go ahead and spend 50. Mithril coin, or 50, LotRO coins to buy 5 mithril coins. But, I mean, the scroll bar for these two things is located next to this other thing. It's all dead space. This, it's got its own scroll bar. It's a tiny little scroll bar that doesn't actually change things. Now, you can change the scale, but frankly, they would be better off if it had just one scale. And you'll note the elements aren't even dynamic. So I'm trying to get this so that this scroll bar here is up close to the second line of stuff. But it doesn't redraw until you let go. And it takes it 10 seconds now? First time was 5. Now, there we go. So now, finally, the scroll bar here makes sense. This no longer has a scroll bar. This is kind of the default layout it should have, and it shouldn't allow you to change it, because it just makes it worse. Note, we have multiple tabs in here as well. And each of these have sub-tabs. Really, it is indescribably awful UI design. I will travel for 1 mithril coin to Estelden. It's going to take a while. I don't believe it is fast travel. I take it back, it won't take long at all. I have reached Estelden. I guess maybe the free travel is slow travel. Let us, before
What
we
do you
forget, I can go to Rivendell and Trestlebridge, on Bile of Arc, in Angmar. Nobody would want to go to Angmar. There is an NPC in here where I hope I can get a look at what the various cosmetics and stuff you can get for those shreds of shadow, tatters of shadows, whatever the hell they're called. I would like to see what things you can get. I mean, I have like 58 of them now, so I'm sure I can buy everything and buy out the whole store. That's sarcasm. My understanding is the only price I've seen, somebody said that the price was 2,500 of them and a token you get from defeating one of the 9 to open up the top tier rep items. So my assumption is it's working just like a regular rep item. Stu Yen has quests later on. That's not who it was. Those are trainers.
What do you need?
Tattered Shadows. There we go. A research scroll. That's faction. Costs 20 per for 50 faction points. Amelia's research tome. That costs 1 of the Morgul coin. Those must be the drops, I'm assuming, from the 9 Nazgul. A coin of crude iron stamped with the sigils of Mordor. It is unnaturally heavy in the hand and freezing cold against your skin. An unsettling darkness seems to envelop it. Perhaps you should collect more. And those can be turned in for, at level 50, for 250 faction points. Tome of the Shadow Cat, 125, but presumably I would have to have faction. Tome of the Shadow Netherhound. The Unwelcome Mat, Spectre of the Forsaken Reaver. That goes on the front door. There's already a similar item to that, a front door item in the game for the housing. I can't remember exactly what it does, but it's something like a Nazgul springs up and fears you. Something like that. Hood of the Veil. Now we're talking. That's a nice hood. I would wear that. Replica Hammer of the Gloom of Nirn. The Gloom of Nirn is the name of one of the 9. That's a big black hammer. Potions of Glimmering Light. Okay, so these are counters. They give hope, shadow mitigation, and fear resist. Potions of the Shining Light. Hope, shadow mit, fear resist. Level 50 Regalia gear. The 2-piece, 4-piece, and 6-piece bonuses are 1, 2, and 3 hope at all times. Significant buff. So the ring is Vit, Fizzmit, and Shadow Mitt. And we've got whole sets of those. Oh, we have higher tiers as well. Those are the teal gear. And the earrings also require the... So the earrings also require the tokens. But I don't
How
think...
may I help you?
No. Could have sworn that was rep. What's the rep? There it is. So, I have none of the rep, but I can turn in
What can I do for you?
20 of the 70 and open up, presumably, open up the reputation. So now I should have the reputation opened up. Yep, Amelia's Studies. 2,500. So if that was worth 50, I'm going to need 49 more tokens. We'll call it 50. And they were 20 each, I think.
What do you need?
Yeah. So that's just shy of 1,000 of the tokens. Now we get 6 each for the current level of Wraiths, who I don't think I can beat solo, to get to the next rep. But it looks like I can get the cat and the Netherhound before that. It looks like all of those and the hood are all available to me already, I think. No, they're not. They're rep locked still, because this is black, which means I can use this transaction. This is gray. I don't know what rep these require. It looks like a pretty brutal grind. And not that many cosmetics, really. I'm a little surprised. Okay, I'm kind of a lot surprised.
Greetings.
Those are not especially attractive, tasty. Goodies. I mean, the set gear isn't bad with the, implicit hope if you're going to be running the level 50 instances, group instances. So stuff like the Rift or Carndoom.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Hail, how you doing?
What do you need?
Can I get to Demerald Dale? Vale of the Anduin. North Downs is Stelden. The Misties is Glowin's camp. Lone Lands, back to Ostgaruth. Karash Galadon. Minimum level 55. Purchase a travel bypass with mithril coins. Yeah, how about bleep yourself? For those who haven't seen it, I will travel to Minas Tirith after the battle. This is the Midsummer Festival. I believe this is Aragorn's wedding. Just because I think you might find it interesting if you've never seen Minas Tirith. We're outside the walls here. That is Osgiliath, I believe. So, this is the Great Gate that was bashed open by Grond, named after Morgoth's mace, the Hammer of the Underworld. And the whole city, all 7 levels, is here. Everyone's partying because King's getting hitched. I believe the ramp is here on the right. Love this game so much. You used to play with your dad all the time until he burned him. I can understand burning himself out on it. I mean, it's a game I have almost 6,000 hours in. Might be 6,000 hours. And so I can understand that. I play from time to time. Most of the time I play out the new content on one of my characters. Your favorite MMO? I can certainly understand that too. I mean, like I said, 6,000 hours. I think I have slightly more hours in WoW, but not many, and almost as much in Guild Wars 2. So, yeah. Frankly, if I was given a choice, I could only play this or WoW the rest of my life, I would probably choose this. But if I was given a choice between this and Guild Wars 2, I think I'd probably go for Guild Wars 2. Pickles Z649, or Pickles 649. Thank you very much. I have a speech. Prepare yourself. Steel yourself. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Good evening, or possibly morning, or maybe even afternoon. I can't keep you people straight. More hours in WoW. I'd choose LotRO as well. Well, like I said, I do have more hours in WoW. But my interest has changed. The big thing in WoW was always gear chasing. And gear chasing is just not that interesting to me anymore. There's a little bit of that in LotRO, and I still don't object to some of it. Sometimes I've got to say, sometimes it's the type of gaming I want. I want to scratch that new loot itch. So I'm totally not saying that that's not a valid or fun way to play, because I still play that way sometimes too. But now I'm more about just playing a game that I enjoy the act of playing, and for me, that's mostly Guild Wars 2 these days. I still enjoy coming back to LotRO from time to time. And here we are getting higher up into the city. The ruins of Osgiliath, the field of Pelennor down below us. We have all of the kings of Gondor have their own statue. These long tunnels are us passing through what's called the prow, which is where the citadel is perched on top, the great sort of rock around which the city was built. Oop, not that way. Well, especially the detail for something like this, where, you know, Minas Tirith is kind of the flagship location in the game. And they absolutely did it brilliantly. I have lots of complaints with, well, I have lots of complaints about almost every single thing in life. Especially games. I have no complaints about Minas Tirith. I think it's a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece of game architecture, better than any other piece of game architecture I've ever seen. And I don't think anything else is even close. Helm's Deep, I loved Helm's Deep when they brought it out. It was picture perfect. It was everything I hoped that it would be. Minas Tirith is even better. That's some fancy writing right there. What are we up to? Like the 5th level now, I think? And each level has a different focus. You have the workers tier, the soldiers tier, so all the barracks and stuff. The craftsman's tier, which is where you have the crafting hall. The players tier, which is where the minstrels and stuff go. The sages tier, where all the learning goes on. The masters tier for the elite of the city. And finally, the citadel. There is a new LotRO game in the works. We know nothing about it other than it is Amazon. I can give you the history of it real quick. No. Amazon reached an agreement with Layao, a game company I'd never heard of, but they're the guys who own Warframe, okay? So Layao got the contract. I don't know if they were going to be working with Digital Extremes, digital whatever they are, Warframe guys, or not. Layao got bought by Tencent, 100% bought by Tencent. Amazon didn't want to work with Tencent, so they canceled the contract. LotRO Enterprises sold the IP rights to the Embracer Group. Note, Embracer Group is run by a guy named Lars Wingefors, who's a piece of shit. He has been killing studios and canceling games because he made a deal with the Saudis and the Saudis pulled out and he had too much debt. Am I hitting enough detail here for you? Anyway, Embracer Group has the rights. Amazon paid Embracer Group for the rights to the Lord of the Rings. They're working on the game. Supposedly a fair number of people have been pulled off of New World to work on the new Lord of the Rings game. You are now up to speed. Amazon had it, then lost it, then had it again. That's the entire thing. My over-under on that game is the same as my over-under on the Riot MMO, which is, the over-under is, I'm in my grave. That's how I think the odds are of me seeing it. Will I ever see it? Maybe. Will I be alive to see it? I mean, seriously. MMOs at well-run MMO companies that have cranked out a decent MMO in a few years, it's 5 years, realistically. For a AAA MMO, you're probably looking at 8 years. So, Riot has already restarted their MMO once. like 6 months ago. Hey, Vorp. So we add 8 years onto that, and I'm in my 70s. I'm at the... Actually, I would be the same age my father was when he passed away. So, that's why I say my over-under for the new Lord of the Rings MMO from Amazon, or the Riot MMO, is me being in the grave. It's not meant to be a downer-sounding thing. It's meant to more be a statement about developing MMOs, where the good ones take 8 years, realistically. Do they have rights to... no, I believe they only have rights to what's in the Lord of the Rings itself. The Tolkien estate has held on to the rights for Silmarillion, as far as I know. No, so far, the Tolkien estate has clung on to the Silmarillion rights. Right. More rights than this game? No, I don't think so. Basically the same rights. Anything that is in the books, or that can be extrapolated from in the Lord of the Rings books and the appendices. I think that's it. I mean, that's how you've got games like the Gollum game got made. It's how Return to Moria got made, which, by the way, isn't bad at all. It's just not great solo. Rings of Power. Right. I personally consider that... I knew it was going to be bad Tolkien. I'm surprised it's such bad television. But they are following the information that we have from the Lord of the Rings, not from the Silmarillion, even though it's taking place back then. What you need to do is start content creating for the new Lord of the Rings MMO, all you can, get well-known, preview vids, then die within months of it releasing, and then they can put a Lens NPC in the game, and then Faye will have to play an Amazon game. Oh, dude, that's some fucking 4D thinking right there. That's about the only thing that would get her to play one. That's playing the long troll. Absolutely. The Shire game, yeah, I'll probably play it. I'm not a huge cozy gaming fan. But I know the person that Vorp's an old friend of mine. He's in my LotRO guild. We played LotRO together for decades. We played other games. The person he referred to, Faye, she, if she has any free time, will throw herself into the new Shire game. So, I mean, I would want to play just to hang out and have fun. So this is where the wedding of Aragorn and Arwen takes place, and I'm going to try something. I don't know if it works on this part of the game, but in the earlier parts of when you're in Minas Tirith, if you jump off, you can't. Oh no, I can't. Yes, I can. There we go. Will I get the title? There's a title for it. I don't think I got the title. I didn't get the title, so I don't think you can get the title in this instance of Minas Tirith. But there is a title for falling off the very tip of the prow and dying. I think you actually have to reach the square here. And I think they may have built this out from... Yeah, they built this out from the doorway. So you hit this instead of hitting the square. So you can't get the deed.
These are troublesome times indeed.
These are troublesome times indeed, guys. Let's return to where we were. But I did want to show you guys Minas Tirith, because I think it's a masterpiece. I will never stop singing the praises of the job they did with that. I have complaints, like I said, about the game. No shortage of them. That ain't one of them. Ooh, I have 5 pints of Forsaken Ale. Well, you know, if your last name is Alebane, I think it's time I slew an ale, don't you? Let me see if I can find it in my inventory. One of my neater inventories in all of my games, I have to say. Where did it go? I didn't sell it, did I?
What can I do for you?
No. Good, good. All right, where's the ale? Fine, you're going to make me use the search that I had forgot we had. There it is. I feel better. I'll now speak with a bad Scottish accent, like any awful dwarf should. Oh, fine, fine, fine. I'll go back and kill some more stuff in the Lowlands.
Greetings.
Oh. They're going to make me use that to go to Oscaruth. Fine, I'll fast travel to Oscaruth. Curious, I saw the message about the profanity filter causing the stutters if you have it on. I did not. I will turn it off. It's a 64-bit server now. The two new servers are 64-bit. Oh, server a bug? I mean, I have been wondering about that as well. I did see pet rubber banding, which I thought was definitely server-based. That doesn't happen when it's client-based lag, in my experience. But then I don't see a lot of lag. I see lag spikes when I play on the regular servers. Reddit thread, options. They're probably just trying to get me so I can see people say poop in chat, but that's fine. Enable kinship requests. Probably should turn that off. Where's the profanity filter? Profanity filter. Not in social options. Chat options, probably. Profanity filter enabled. It is now disabled. Thank you. Yeah, chat. I totally knew that. I knew that. Well, on first blink, it feels like it. Let's head back to the Forsaken Inn. Because it's been noticeable. And it wasn't, at least for me. I didn't notice on day one, on Thursday. But I have noticed it since. Kind of feels like it's better. You had no issue when playing earlier. I mean, it feels better. I'm still getting, you know, slight hitches, but it definitely feels better. There's somebody's Wraith. Somebody killed their Wraith. Livia defeated the shadowy Wraith. Yeah, I'm not convinced that the level 22 Wraiths aren't going to pwn me. Also a software engineer, so this is one of those things you can't help but want to fix. Completely understand. And I myself spent much of my professional life babysitting servers. I was an IT professional. Everything from phones, phone switches, network, routers, all the way up to supercomputers. So my expertise is in the various IT bits and pieces. And yeah, I'm always curious, and I love when we get deep dives, when companies are willing to deep dive into problems they've had and talk about what caused it. Especially game companies, but not just game companies. We still haven't gotten an explanation as to how CrowdStrike managed to break the internet yet. I'm waiting for that one with bated breath. We're getting more of the hitching here, for sure. Now again, we're on the faster pony. And so hitching is to be expected, but we weren't getting it earlier. So, I mean, I don't know. On a federal contract at work, so you use Gmail, funnily enough. So CrowdStrike didn't affect any of our work. Well, that had to be a relief to your IT team. Because I never worked at a company that was using CrowdStrike either, but man, the sympathy I felt for every poor bastard. I know Vorp, my friend who's up in the chat, I think he said his company had 6,000 PCs get CrowdStruck. Yeah, you spent a week fixing other employees' problems. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be the guy who sold the exec team on CrowdStrike right now. Okay, that feels snappy. All right, which is that glowy bit? That's it. Enfeebling the foe. Add foul-smelling draft to the goblin food barrels. And I saw a picture, for instance, of, I think it was like, it might have been Delta, one of the airlines, with a guy wearing a Delta IT, like pullover, on his knees, manually resetting the Delta, software terminals in an airport, on his knees, manually resetting each and every one of those. Unreal. Well, I need to kill him. I don't want to kill him, it's for work. Pardon me, sir. We've got a wraith. I'm about to die, I think. Oh my god, he is tearing me apart. I'm dead. That answers that question. The second tier of wraiths are bad news. I was off a little bit of health when he showed up, but not much. I got him down 2/3. But I only have 528 life and morale, and he's got like 1,600. So, I gotta say, that's... Again, I'm playing a brawler, right? And the only thing the brawler's got is fists. They don't really have any good healing options or kiting options. I'm going to swing out a little wider and see if I can avoid my new best friend. Well, it's complicated. I have the character I have played the most. which is probably my guardian, but I haven't been keeping him leveled up. I have my character that I've been keeping up to date level-wise has been the minstrel, because he's pretty easy and self-sufficient for soloing. But I really enjoyed leveling up the brawler that I leveled up previously. So that was why I decided to go with the brawler for the new server. In retrospect, I would have been better off with maybe an RK, a Runekeeper would have been good. Or a Lore Master, maybe. Someone who could do some healing, or some kiting, or have pets. Because when I first hit level 12, and the race started showing up, they were annihilating me. A few levels later, I could manage it. I could handle it. Right now, we've hit the second tier of wraiths, and again, they are handing me my ass. Because I just don't have the sustain. If I can't kill it in a hurry, and those wraiths have like a 30% damage reduction for the base level ones. So yeah, it's bad. They're bad. Again. So for anyone else choosing to play it, I would not choose, I think, a melee class that didn't have some heals. Or at least decent ranged options. My ranged option I will use right now. I'm going to throw a beer mug at that guy. That's my ranged option. Now, the positive part about it is if you have an empty beer mug to fling at somebody, it was probably a full beer mug shortly before that. Having that as my own option, only option though, that's not as good. You know, sometimes you just gotta beat the crap out of some goblins. Ooh, it's Luz. I need Luz. You know, he's dead in a great big hurry. You know what's not dead in a great big hurry? The Wraith. You know what else is killed in a great big hurry? Me. By the Wraith. So, because I'm me and I don't learn from my own mistakes, next time it shows up, I'm going to fight it again. I kind of came to that conclusion after losing the shot at Undying on Thursday. I would like to repeat, however, that I still don't think spawning the Wraiths in single-player instances is fair in any way. Because you may not be able to finish the instance. The storyline instance. Because they keep handing you your ass. Oop, no. Him we want to throw things at. I didn't realize he was a lobber. You want to throw things at the lobber so that they, basically, they drop their bomb at their own feet. It's a warg bone chewer. I'm sure he's a good doggy. Who's a good doggy? Ah! Apparently we dwarves, when we're having fun, we scream. But it's probably after we've emptied a whole lot of those ale mugs. One more goblin food barrel. And somebody snuck in here and freed the hostage. Well then, I don't have to do the escort mission. I'm bailed out from the escort mission. There was no one there. Another warg. Have a mug. It's on me. Wargtails is a little bit dark. I have to kill more of them. No, that's... Oh, well, I'm up to 46 out of 60 already. I've been doing a one-man goblin goddamn murder squad. And there it is. He's back. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. The guy who's going to kill me again. I'm not even peeling his health down anything. Look at that. Well, I got 600 of his 3,000 hit points gone. I'm going to go with Overtuned at tier 2. Like, way overtuned? The movement feels better as far as the little lag spikes and whatnot go. The hitching.
Woe to me.
Oh, that.
I'm sorry.
Gee, do I want old Mugwort's shoes? Really? Do you think I have to have somebody else's shoes? A little overtuned. It had you under half health in no time. Yeah, it had me dead in almost no time. And I was hitting it with my best stuff, and I got 600 points off of it. And it's got 6 times as many hit points as I do. I'll get old Mugwort's shield and sell it back to him. Because that's a dick move.
It's a sorry day.
It is a sorry day. Where's old Mugwort? Come on, man. I thought he was in here somewhere. I can't sell him his stuff back if he, like, doesn't exist.
What do you need?
I could make a list. Fine, we'll just sell it. I'm not selling the pints. I earned those. Medium armor. Way better stats, so we'll hold on to that. Dwarf leather gauntlets. Advit? Seriously? Not as good as stats. We'll sell that. Like I said, you know, other classes at level 22 might not have the problem. Maybe they've got the ranged. Maybe they've got the heals, self-heals. I don't got those. I ain't got those.
Oh, woe be me.
Woe be me. Got everybody in the bloody Forsaken Inn. It's like the whole place needs... You know how you have bug bombs where you set off a bug and it puts this mist out that kills all the bugs? They need an antidepressant bomb in that place because everybody's just, oh, woe is me, everything's terrible, the world is awful. All I can guess is either they haven't had enough to drink or they've had too much. Which is the orange? Noble Deeds. For noble deeds, collect wolf tails. Well, the wolves in this area are mostly stealthed. So you only know you're near them when they're kind enough to trigger your stealth alarm. Every hobbit is depressed and crying about the mail system or pies. Well... It's funny you should mention that, because as I was talking about yesterday, someone asked me, I don't know how long I'd been playing the game, I think. And I mentioned I played the beta. You know, I got into the beta pretty early. And I started a Hobbit. I was just talking about the wolves. There we are. So I started a Hobbit. And I played for a couple hours. And my reaction was, what the shit is this? All I'm doing is delivering mail and picking up rotten pies. What the hell kind of MMO is this? And so when it came out, I didn't buy it. About a month or two later, you know, the reviews came in. It was good. People were talking about it. I bought it almost immediately. I bought the lifetime sub. But I was not a founder. Because had I played a dwarf, an elf, or a human, I'd have realized, hey, it's a perfectly normal MMORPG. You know? It just happens to have weird starting area for the hobbits. Any more wolves around that want to attack me? Please? Guys? No. So yes, talking about the mail system or pies is exactly the problem I had. It was such a weird game experience. Now, you know, in retrospect, I understand why. It's actually good. The Hobbity questing adds a lot to the game. Oh, I would agree the original Hobbit area is better than the River Hobbit area. I didn't feel that was particularly true to what they had created previously, but Yondershire, the area that they put in used to be you'd go from Little Delving to Needlehole. You wouldn't go to Yondershire. Did that not show up? You wouldn't go to Yondershire. You'd go straight to Ered Luin. This whole map didn't exist until a couple of years ago. This whole area is more hobbits, and it's good hobbit questing. It feels like an extension of the Shire. Whereas the River Hobbits really didn't feel hobbity. Wait, there's more stuff over there, isn't there? Yeah, let's try that. I was disappointed by the River Hobbit starting area, for sure. But if you enjoyed the regular Hobbit area, the Shire, I would recommend that you give a try to Yondershire, as I found that one very hobbity indeed. I felt they did a good job with that. Oh. Oh, look. That's the last of the wolves I needed. Oh, no, I need 5 more wolf teeth. Again, what's up with the wolf teeth? Don't they have, like, normal number of wolf teeths? Are they operating on one tooth? And another one. Keep on coming, guys. Ooh, a warg bone chewer. Do I have anything more for wargs? Yeah, I do. Well, I need to collect more warg tails. Again, dark. And he's back again, guys. Here we go. Okay, this one, however, has a more possible 1,500 hit points. We'll see if I can manage it. I think the other one showed up as an elite mob, though. All right, I beat that one. Barely. I have 69 life left. Feel free to say nice. This is the internet. I think you're obliged to say nice. Meanwhile, I better eat something. Thank you, Just Talk TV. Better eat something so I can get some regen going. It was close, definitely, but that one's beatable. The previous one was an elite mob. It had the little eye atop it. So the regular ones are possible. There's another wraith over there. See, this one doesn't have the eye. The one that killed me a couple minutes ago, it had the eye in the ring up there. This is not my Wraith. This was spawned by somebody else. You can tell because it's a level 23 Wraith. Mine was a level 22. I don't think I could take a 23. Oh my god, no. Okay, I'm assuming I got close enough to it that I got the visual effect telling you, hey, there's a Wraith. And he's getting closer. Sir, if you could stop getting closer, I would be fine with that. Sir? Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stop. Sir? He doesn't seem to be listening to me. I tried my authoritative voice. He does not find me persuasive. Yeah, well, I guess maybe for him, you know. You used to be a human. Now you're a Wraith. All you ever hear is no, as in, oh my god, no, 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 and then death. You know, people constantly screaming at you, maybe it loses a little something. I really wish he could go away, though. That would be fine with me. Okay, that guy has decided to engage. I'm gonna help. That's back to 2 tattered shadows. So, the one I got 6 from, there were a number of us beating on, that must have been one of the elites. Well, I mean, those things are going to be all over the place. Because the Wraiths spawn for each player as they're playing. So basically, you got to either deal with them yourself or, you know, help other people. But I think it looks like they're at least possibly manageable. When they're not the elites. If I spawn the elites, I'm screwed. That thing just absolutely murdered me. What caused that to pop up? I have zero clue. As opposed to the regular one. Right, well, that's all the pottery shards I need. So I guess you could say I sharded myself. You know, I'm willing to take on my own non-elite Wraiths, and if I die, I die. But I mean, I've seen like, you know, 10 or 15 levels higher than me Wraiths, and of course those are going to annihilate me. I've also heard, but have not seen, personally, that they can spawn from crafting nodes when you're collecting a crafting node. In here, I think, is elite mobs. Yeah, that is. The spiders in here, I think, used to be elites. Or maybe there's an area where there are elite spiders here. Oh, the Arnorian rubble is still there. Abundantly Sublime Thronos. A lot of people are using the Abundantly Sublime prefix name. How's the new server going? Making a character soon. Super keen. Enjoying the stream too. Thank you very, very much. Mostly good. We're seeing some things where we're not sure if it's server performance based or my perception based. It seems like the profanity filter, funnily enough, may be affecting hitching, which is a weird one, but there you are. It seemed very good on the first day, on Thursday. The last 3 days I have suffered some intermittent things that I considered to be issues, but like none of it's game breaking or anything. What is up there? That's Hunters Become Prey. Is that the wargs? Yeah, that's wargs. I need 3 more wargs. I need 3 more wargs. I can try and find it down here. I would make a suggestion. The wraiths, when they show up at level 12, and when elite ones show up at level 22, can be very difficult if you're in a pure melee class. Okay, here's another wraith. I'm in trouble. 73 life left over this time. It was 69 last time. That's the kind of difficulty you can expect if you go pure melee. Getting a lot of loading screens in Swanfleet. 1 disconnect as well. I did get 1 disconnect. I got 1 DC on day 2. But between that, the 1 DC in 10 hours of play, something like that, that's not too bad. The Wraiths, however, I think they have overtuned a little. Also, the Wraiths can show up in solo instances. I don't think that's good either. Okay, there's another Wraith around. I'm not a fan of them spawning. Yeah, somebody's got a level 23 Wraith, so they're fighting. I will help if I can. No, they were in pretty good shape. They were at half health. A Berg soloing the Wraiths yesterday. He had to switch to yellow line and said it was very challenging, but he survived. Yeah. Also, that is a good point. I am red line. It might be an entirely different experience if I were in, or for any melee class, to go with a non-standard melee spec. The non, I can walk through everything in the game without a problem spec, like red line. That is definitely a possibility. That going to a different line would have a different effect. Absolutely. Good point. Very good point. One I had considered, but I keep forgetting to mention. So thank you. Hey, that's the last warg I should need. Hi, how you doing? I'm Lens. Do you come here often? Don't worry, I don't need to kill you. I just need your tail. Oh, you don't want to give it up? Okay, well then I'll take your tail and your head. And your giblets. I mean, game balance is always going to be tough. And certainly I expect they want there to be challenge in these wraiths. They don't want them to be a walk in the park. So tuning it, this sort of thing is always going to be brutally difficult, for sure. But I'm fine with the difficulty in the open world, except with the elite ones. And I don't think they ought to pop up in solo instances. Is there a Professions NCP in the River Hobbit starting village? I do not know.
It's a sorry day.
Dude, I just killed a bunch of wargs for you, and all you can come up with is, it's a sorry day. Really, I wish I had a button where I could smack these people. Take the one that sells for the most. Ding 23. Dun 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 dun.
Greetings, friend.
See, at least he's sort of cheerful. Medium armor. It's got more armor and better stats than what I'm wearing. The fox's trousers. Well, I would say that those would be appropriate, you know, for a fox like me. Sadly, their light armor and their stats suck. Heavy armor helmet. 2 might, 1 vit. No. I'll take the tunic, and I'll wear it. I mean, on me it will look good, obviously. Thank you very much. Ooh, where to spend my new trait point. Let's see. That opened up what? Innate strength, clever technique. That's the finesse bonus. That one should have just unlocked. When the brawler parries or evades an attack, they deal damage to their attacker. What are the other ones? I don't remember. Innate strength, precision. Critical rating bonuses. That would be nice. Devastate damage and light damage. And battle flow, increasing the bonus from battle flow by 50%. All right, so let's see. That is more chance to trigger latent light. That will be good against the stupid wraiths. Gain the skill aggressive posture. Adopt an aggressive posture, plus 5% damage, minus 75. Physical mitt. Let's follow the way of the light and increase the chance of latent light applying. Why is killing Kraban? Kraban is single, Krabine is the plural. God, I'm a dick. So tedious in every area? It's tedious because you have to hit them twice. And so you spend most of your time running, not hitting.
What do you need?
Thornley's robe. We're not wearing that anymore. How did that look? That looked okay. How does what we're wearing... Ooh, I think this is a... Yeah, that's not a good look. We're going to use Thornley's robe for now, I think. Continue to. Thornley's robe. Thornley, where's your robe? Thank you. We're going to continue to use Thornley's robe for now. It's ugly. It's fugly. But it's better than what I'm wearing. So we're going to sell that. Sell that. We still can't use that. Sell that. Sell those. Dusky ears. Still creepy. After all these years. And I can't read that yet. Damn it. All right. I do not need the Traveler's Steelbound lockboxes. You know? Just don't. And let us...
Greetings.
Here's a little piece of potentially useful trivia, although probably not. If you want to lock or unlock a single item, the old way you used to have to do it in the game is you would hold down the Alt key, click on the item, and then hit Control T. Still works, but there's no way to use it. No reason to use it anymore. No, I don't want that. Where's the locky icon? That's the locky icon. There we go. Those are the lowest tiers. They're not going to help much in a fight. That ought to be a little bit better in terms of heals. Try and burn off a heal real fast in the middle of a fight. Not going to help much, though. I mean, the whole thing is, what? 63 health? Morale, I should say. Yeah, those are better. These are crap. Oh, wait. I can't... Oh, I'm in the dialogue. Playing hardcore mode, if I die before 20, you have to re-roll. Oof. Yeah. Oh, boy. You're pretty much definitely going to want to play a class that can either heal itself or kite mobs or have a pet. Now, you could probably do it successfully. I mean, I saw another character was doing the hardcore... A player was doing the hardcore thing. Basically, he said... It took him his third character to reach 20 and get deathless. So it can be done, but be aware. It ain't easy. Being green. How did I end up with extra freaking power potions? I never have any problems with power. Anything else in here I need to deal with? I don't think that's not an attractive one, is it? No, that one's kind of ugly. We can sell that. Actually, I don't think it sells, does it? No, we just throw it away. Time to tidy up the inventory a little bit. I already have the 2 tabs in the bank I could afford full of junk. What can I say? I'm a bit of a hoarder. Let's get that out of the way. That out of the way. That out of the way. We'll hold on to that one. Now we've cleared up a little more inventory space. All right. Bring the hides to Aramora. You mean her?
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Apparently I need more blueberry muffins, some hornblower pies, her cloak, not actually better, her ring is better than one of my rings, her gloves, heavy armor, with tragic stats compared to the level 15s I have, and Kandak's wall, it's going to be the Band of the Hand. And of course, it unequips the good one. There we are. Talk to Bram Ashleaf. What? Bram? Bram. Oh, that's Kandak.
How can I be of service?
You have my thanks, Bondome. With these fragments of pottery, I'll be able to continue my trade. A bracelet. Those are terrible. And the necklace is terrible. Wow, I have my choice of terrible things. I'll take that one. That's that. That's that. I'm missing one more over here. Who am I missing over here? Well, Gundrick's got my brother
I don't
Muntz.
know if you can
Son of
help me.
Muntz. Talk to Bram Ashleaf at the Forsaken Inn. What the freak is Bram Ashleaf? Bram? He can't be as bad as the Bram in Guild Wars 2. That's all I'm going to say. It's not possible. The spooky sounds are part of the, I think there's 3 group quests here at the Forsaken Inn. Or at least the first one of 3 is here. Maybe, what's his face? Bram Ashleaf is outside? Constable Bram Ashleaf. If it said constable, I'd have known. I'm going to get a spear that I can't use because I only use my fists. I'm like a...
What do you need?
Like a Shaolin monk, traveling the country, having adventures while I defeat foes with my fists. You may call me Kwai Chang. The hat. The constable's feathered hat. It's okay, but frankly, I prefer my... far more dashing hat that I'm wearing presently. The javelin, can't use that. The Watcher's leggings, light armor. Pfft. Bram's ring. The deputy helm. None of these are any good. That's 251. Any of them worth more than 251? No.
Could I speak with you a
Talk
moment?
you to Deputy Osman. Are they inside? Where's Deputy Osman? In the camp on the east side of Minas Eriol. So that's over here. Yeah, there. Okay. What else have we got? Book 2, Rise of the Orcs. Wait. Isn't that the next J.J. Abrams Star Wars movie? Rise of the Orcs? Pretty sure. Well, that's all over the place. I probably better call it an evening. Even with all these people here. Thank you guys, by the way. Nice having a lot of people hanging around. I appreciate it very much. Let me pass you along to another LotRO streamer. So give me a sec here to try and get my act together. Note, that could take the rest of my life. Okay. I think I'll go with, again, these are people I don't know, but I want to pass you off to another Lord of the Rings Online player.
Go to one of these.
And so I will pass you off to them. The name is Lariana. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it very, very much. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Maybe earlier. The last couple of days I've been starting early. Might be more Lord of the Rings. I had some frustrations tonight. Wow, that was... Let me find it. I'll find it. Give me a sec. That was Barcaris. Following... Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you. Nice way to end the evening. So I should be back. Might be more LotRO. Might be Guild Wars 2. Not sure. Also possible would be PoE or something else would tickle my fancy. Which, frankly, if I ever say that I'm going to have a stream where my fancy gets tickled, skip that one. You don't want to see it. But for now, let's see, it's over here. Those of you who are Twitch viewers, I'm going to send you over to Lariana, who is playing Lord of the Rings Online. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out very, very much. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Sunday night. And as always, I try to give the people who watch an achievable goal. I hope your upcoming week doesn't suck. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.